Hello, Willowbrook family. Today's daily Devo is Job chapter 40. Back on April 22nd, 1998, Walt Disney World's Animal Kingdom opened to the public. It was hailed as a unique environment where you could safely view animals in the wild without the traditional obstructive barriers and bars that you would see in an old-fashioned zoo. So on April 29th, 1998, exactly 1 week after Animal Kingdom opened, I was one of their early guests. It was a very memorable experience in more ways than one. It was a thrilling place and I loved it, except I did have a close encounter with a certain large animal. There is a ride called Kilimanjaro Safaris. You basically ride around in a large open-air flatbed truck with a canopy on the top. The truck and driver take you on a 20-minute safari ride, and you stop and you look at different animals in the wild. And some get kind of close. So we were stopped, and a curious giraffe came toward the truck. And it got closer and closer and closer, and I was wondering, how close are they going to let this thing get? Well, the answer is extremely close. The giraffe stood right next to me, bent its neck down, stuck its head under the canopy right in my face. I could smell its breath. And you would think that the people in the truck would start screaming. But strangely, it was dead quiet. Everyone was so shocked and stunned, especially me, that such a large animal would be so close. And let me tell you, up front and up close, a giraffe's head is huge. And I wanted to feed it a breath mint. Well, after about 10 seconds, it got disinterested and left. But all of us were in awe of the size and the strength of that animal, and it left us speechless. Such a powerful creation of the Lord. Something similar happens in Job chapter 40. Earlier in the book, Job has been complaining to God about his sad situation and how unfair everything is. And Job even had friends that came and tried to give him wisdom, but they never really gave him any answers. So finally, it was time for God to speak directly to Job. And God appeared in a whirlwind. And he gives Job a lesson of his power and might. He goes into detail about all these things he does and how he keeps track of the earth and all the endless responsibilities. So finally, in chapter 40, God says, "Do you still want to argue with the Almighty? You are God's critic, but do you have the answers?" Then Job had a similar reaction to what we all had on the safari ride, shocked and stunned. And Job said, "I will cover my mouth with my hand. I have said too much already." And God continues to challenge Job. "Brace yourself like a man, because I have some questions for you. Will you discredit my justice? Are you as strong as God? All right, put on your glory and splendor. Put on your honor and majesty, and let's see what you can accomplish." And then God tells Job to look at Behemoth. The scholars disagree on what Behemoth was. Some say it was a hippopotamus, and others say it was a unique, powerful creature that God created. And we'll probably never know for sure. But the rest of the chapter goes into detail of how God wondrously put this creature together. And he is the only one who can control it. And it's definitely not Job. Now, you may say, isn't God a God of grace and mercy and love? And absolutely he is. But he is not a pushover. It gives me strength to know that such an all-powerful God humbled himself and paid the ultimate price to have fellowship with us. A large giraffe staring me in the face was intimidating, but an almighty God looking at me in the eye is comforting and encouraging, because my powerful God is in control of everything. And if he can take care of Job through all his trials, He can take care of us. Have a great day in the Lord, Willowbrook.